Monday night. Welcome to MCU Mondays, the show where I host the entire show without wearing any pants. We're glad you joined us this evening. I'm so glad you're here and ready to talk some Marvel stuff with us. I am your host, David. With me, as always, is my co-host, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening? Are we live?
I was trying to look for what you were talking about, but I can't. I don't see anything.
Okay.
Yes, we are live.
Awesome. How are you? Other than being cold.
Well, at least we up where I live, we missed the snow Armageddon.
Snowmageddon.
Further north or further south, though, got hit pretty good. But nothing like the blizzard of 78. If anybody's from Indiana and you remember the blizzard of 78, you know what I'm talking about.
Please, and I don't even think your mother was alive in 78.
She was not.
No, my mother wasn't alive in 78.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking
Mine
about
wasn't either.
I'm talking about this guy down here.
I was like, well, that was kind of rude to say.
No, I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah.
My mother was not alive. Nope.
Also with us tonight, as he always is Andrew. Andrew, how are you this evening?
I'm doing good. Surviving the cold, so I have my pants on, but that's just
we can't all be.
Oh, shorts. I got my hoodie on. How about that?
So, Debbie, I was just looking at the calendar. Do you realize that next week on January the 14th was the episode 1 premiere of WandaVision back in 2021? So 4 years ago, we had WandaVision started, right? And that means that 4 years ago, we started. We were here for MCU Monday. Was that when that? Because we started with WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
So we have currently been at this for 4 years now. If you have been with us the entire 4 years, thank you for enduring us for 4 years, putting up with us. Yeah, if you're new to the game,
the raves.
Yeah.
Eventually, I showed up somehow.
If you're new to this, well, we got another 4 years to look forward to. So it's all good. So long as Marvel keeps spitting stuff out, we'll keep talking about it.
Maybe some of us will be here.
You will be.
I don't know.
You're not allowed to retire.
Yeah.
At least from this.
Well, I'm not talking about retirement. I'm talking about being dead.
Let's see. So tonight, other than an anniversary of sorts for us, because I would have to go back and look and see exactly what day we started, but I don't want to. So other than that, we got Daredevil to talk about, and we've been talking about this. Daredevil, we've got 9 episodes left. We've got less time before Daredevil Reborn starts, so chances are we're gonna be doubling up on a few episodes just so we can get through Daredevil before Daredevil Reborn starts. So anyway, let's talk some Daredevil. Unless anybody has anything else fun they want to talk about. No?
Sebastian Stan won a Golden Globe Award. Marvel. I mean, it wasn't for Marvel, but
right.
He's Marvel.
He's Marvel related, so we'll take it.
Yeah. So.
And Debbie likes him, so she likes him.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought it was great. He deserves it.
I loved he said in one of the pre-interviews, he was talking about his hair, how it's like slicked back. And he said the more the hairline starts to recede, the higher up it's going to get.
Yep. He was so cute last night.
I don't think I can say that.
I quit watching award shows a long time ago, and then one time I was in watching something else. I was doing laundry, and my wife came in and said, "Are you watching the Academy Awards?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Will Smith just slapped the fire out of Chris Rock." And I was like, I missed it. Oh well.
I seen it on TikTok highlights.
I was gonna say you
That's
just
all
go
the
to
replays.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I don't watch the awards anymore, but I catch highlights on TikTok, and that's about it.
What's so good about living in today's society is that if you miss something cool like that on TV, within like 5 to 10 minutes, it's going to be on YouTube, and you'll be able to watch it.
You don't really miss, other than watching it live. You don't miss it. So, yeah.
So,
this, you don't catch it live, you can watch it later. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Or not at all. We can't force you. So,
we'll even take the comments later. That's fine.
Yeah.
Kitty. Holy smokes!
Up close and personal.
I'm ready for my close-up round. So anyway, let's see. What do we got? We got Daredevil. Matt didn't steal Foggy's wallet for Foggy's cash. Matt stole it to get his card, his bar card, so he could get into the
You have something you want to say, Chewie? Just say it.
I think Chewie is looking at this and saying, maybe if I interrupt enough.
She sees the red
like,
and thinks
Mom,
it's
you
like
need
a
to back up so I can sit on your lap.
They'll leave her alone so that she'll pay attention to me.
Lay down. Lay down.
That is true. And there are times when I do that as well. I haven't watched.
It's like if I have to get up to use the bathroom during the Oscars, I'll see the outfits or what I missed by the time I get back. So I'm not too worried.
And honestly, as far as the Oscars go, half the movies that are up for more than half, like 90% of the movies that are up for awards, I've never even heard of this movie. Why is this getting an award? I've never. I mean.
Well, that was one of the movies last night that took like 4 or 5 awards. I can't even pronounce it, but it's a Netflix movie, I guess. And people are like, what? This was a horrible movie. But it won a bunch of awards.
My thought process is, and maybe I'm just silly for thinking this, but if you look at a movie that's on the movie theater and it makes millions and millions and millions of dollars, that should be a spotlight for, hey, maybe this one needs an award. Why? Not because it makes millions and millions and millions of dollars, but because there's something there, story-wise, acting-wise. There's something there that keeps people going back, because you can't just say, oh, well, just everybody just went to see it once. No, this is like people viewing it multiple times. So to sit there and say, oh, well, things like Endgame, they don't deserve an award because it's a sci-fi movie. And it's like, something's there because it's making dollars. Whereas, what was that one my wife drugged me to see that was so awful? Manchester by the Sea. Oh, it was horrible. Oh, what a god! But it's nominated for all these awards and everything else. I'm like, that doesn't mean it's good.
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
It's don't pluck your eye out with a rusty spoon before you do that, and then enjoy the staph infection that's going to come with it. Anything's better than that.
So you recommend the movies? What you're saying?
No, not hardly. I'd rather watch a Tom Cruise movie again. That bad.
Wow. That's bad. If it's that bad, wow.
Yeah.
I gotta look this up, see if it's somewhere.
No, hopefully it's not. But anyway, yeah. All these awards and everything. It's like, I've never even heard of these movies. How are they getting awards? How are people seeing them? They're not even on theaters. It's like, whatever. Dumb. The award system in Hollywood is dumb.
Well, just like they had The Bear. I don't know if anybody's watched that.
Yeah,
on Hulu.
I haven't, but
it's usually very good. But they had it under the comedy category. The Bear is not a
It's not.
comedy.
It's not
No,
Academy, okay? It's
No,
not Academy.
nowhere near being a comedy. And I don't know how they got away with being put in that category.
Because
I
that's the only way they knew they were going to win, I guess.
probably because Shogun won a bunch.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I still need to check that out. It's
I
on
need
Disney
to-
Plus with Hulu, so I need to watch
you
it.
don't watch it with mom and dad.
Right.
It's a little. I saw the first couple of episodes. It's a little risque. There's some nakedity in it.
But it's good.
But it's
really
good.
good.
It is good.
That can't be any worse than Game of Thrones, so.
No, not that bad.
Yeah, this is true.
So I mean, I don't watch that with my parents, but just saying.
Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about
Back to
Daredevil.
Deadpool.
Back to Daredevil. I mean Darepool. I mean, yeah. So we've got Matt. He stole Foggy's bar card. He's trying to find out why Fisk is targeting the
Albanians.
Albanian. I was going to say Romanians, but one of those Eastern European countries. He wants to know why Fisk is after them, and obviously everybody is very tight-lipped about this whole situation because even the guy he went to go talk to, was like real friendly with him, and I'm so glad you're doing, you got me off, blah blah blah. I need to talk to the Albanians. Dude, you don't know what you're asking. Hit him in the face. Swore to the one guy who was listening, I never said anything, blah blah blah. Obviously there's something there. And Matt, of course, is doing all of this. He's doing all of this blind. Is that a good way to put this? Because he can't see. He doesn't have his staff or his stick. He takes his glasses off. He's just kind of basically assuming people are going to think that he is
Normal.
a regular seeing person. So, he ends up having to go to the back, which of course I was like, don't do it. Don't do it, Matt. That's a trap. It's a trap. Don't do it. Oh, you did it, didn't you? And then you've got Kingpin and his men trying to take out Matt. 3 guys and one of the longest fights.
That was a one shot.
Yeah, it was. It was. Well, there was a couple of one shots in this one because when he finally met up with the Albanians or the leader of the Albanians, and he got them to, they've got the prison alarms are going off. Oh, there's a lockdown. There's a what you call it, like a prison riot happening, and all this other stuff. And they're trying to get him out. When they're trying to get him out, all of that was a one shot. I mean, just from the time they grabbed him and started running, they ran through one where there's smoke everywhere. They're gassing everybody, and he's still fighting people, and they're fighting people, and it was all the way out through the gate to where he got into the taxi cab. And he said, just go. I mean, I guess he did need the money.
Yeah, to pay for
he had to pay for the taxi cab. Here, just wait for me. Okay. You've got Foggy, who is he's making a career choice, and good on him, especially since I like his girlfriend. I kind of was hesitant about her in the first season, but I like her. I'm fine with her. She's good for Foggy. Basically tells him that he needs to be the DA so that basically this whole thing has been about keeping Fisk in jail, getting him out of the hotel that he's in, the apartment that he's in, and sticking him back in jail. which again, I'm going to call like I did last week and say the whole reason he was kicked out of jail was so that people would not know where he is and he could not be attacked. So now they've put him somewhere and everybody knows where he, and the Albanians even said that. They even told him, yeah, we tried to hit him on the outside, but not on the inside. Well, what did he want on the inside? He tried to hit himself so he could get moved out of here. Like, who didn't see that one coming? So, what else is going on? Karen is
being an asshole.
Karen is I think she's slipping slowly into madness.
Get someone killed just for the sake of her career, just
well, it's that and every time. When was the last time you slept? I can't sleep. I mean, she's like doing the whole I haven't slept. Yeah, exactly. So, and her big thing is she's trying to keep Fisk in jail too, and she's trying to prove that the hotel is owned by the lawyers. I think she's actually tracking the bank numbers down on this one, right?
Yeah, the Red Lion Bank or something like that.
She's trying to get in touch with somebody at the FDIC, and
she goes to that lady's house. If I was that lady, I'd have bitch slapped her.
I would have too. I would have.
We have a meeting tomorrow.
Yeah.
You do not come to my house.
It can wait. It's not like something's going to happen overnight. I mean, I get everybody's moving with a sense of urgency, and I get that. Oh, we want Fisk. We don't want him to spend any more time than we absolutely have to. But you've also got to realize that sometimes these wheels take a little bit of time to turn. You can't just. This is Gen Alpha is what this is. This is we need instant satisfaction right now. We need it done right now. Just hold on, wait for the dial-up internet to load.
Yeah, because even if she got the information, it still needs to be investigated.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do at 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah,
not sleep.
Yeah, you're
gonna sit and think about it.
Stupid.
Dumb.
Yeah,
Karen
I hated her in this
favorite
episode.
character, if you couldn't tell.
I hated her in this episode.
More than normal.
Yeah. And of course she gets mad at Matt too, because Foggy spills the beans about Matt still being alive, but he's not really Matt. We got a whole Darth Vader situation going on here. He's no longer Anakin. He's now Darth Vader. He's no longer Matt. He's Daredevil. And they keep going back to his apartment. I'm like, what is that going to accomplish? I mean, sir, you expect to find him there one time?
Well, he was there, but not for very long. Just long enough to change clothes.
Yeah. Put on a suit. So, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, what else happened in this episode?
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
How was...
That's about 3 questions. Where, why, how?
Who, what, when, where, and why?
How was Fisk watching Matt in the prison? How'd he get a hold of it? Did he get it from Dexter?
I don't know if he got it from Dexter or if this was just one of those things to where Matt looked up and saw the camera. And because you remember, he kept seeing Fisk in the last episode. And he was talking to Fisk. He was having physical manifestations of Fisk, talking to him, carrying on conversations. So I'm wondering if that camera was just there and knowing that Fisk was sending these guys after him,
Mm,
he just heard Fisk's voice saying what it
okay.
said. Maybe
So I was
Fisk probably
like,
wasn't watching at all.
how the hell did he get a computer? It's like you never see anything in that apartment outside of him reading a newspaper or something,
Right.
or sitting and staring at the wall. So I was a bit confused by that. I was like, oh,
So I think it's I think it's just that inner dialogue he's been having with Fisk this whole time. Fisk is living rent free in the center of his brain. So
well, and Fisk is doing the same thing to Dex. He's getting inside his brain, because he's setting him up to, do things for him or whatever. And during that, I guess something didn't add up right to.
now, see, that I was going to ask that. Did I miss something in that firefight? Because I was going to go back and watch it because they're asking, oh, did he do something wrong? Did he do something wrong? And I'm looking at it going, well, we didn't get a good look at it. We saw what Fisk saw, which was basically from the window of an upside down SUV.
Right.
So what exactly
I think there was a couple of Albanians that kind of threw down their guns and said, we surrender, and he shot them anyways.
Maybe,
but who would have said anything against that? Because it was just Fisk and Dex there, and the Albanians who were dead. So it's like, well, unless the other guy was awake, but I thought he was unconscious. But
what's his name? Is it
Zem?
Oh, I'll find it in a minute.
Kazim? Something like that. Unless he said, he was in and out of consciousness and said something else differently. But I like the way, they were asking Fisk about it. And of course, he's standing up for Dex. And then he looks up into that camera like, got you back.
Oh, yeah. He was like, I hope you saw that. I was like, it was almost a sign like that to where it was like, I'm sticking up for you. You better quit eating half of my burger now.
A dry burger at that, because there was nothing on it.
What is? Here's the
Nazim.
Was it Nadim?
Is it
Nadim or Nazim?
Nadim.
Ray Nadim.
Okay, I was like, I didn't know who you were talking about, but I was like,
okay, I was close, but no cigar.
And see, that was the one too, because if you remember back toward the first of the season, he didn't get the promotion because of like debt issues or something, and because of that, he's like a target. And so all this time they've kind of got you thinking, oh, he's going to be the one that turns. He's going to be the one that turns. But right now, as it seems, he's the only straight shooter that there is. He's the only one that's, basically he's not being influenced by Fisk, and Poindexter is, and he didn't save Fisk, but Poindexter did. I mean, it's like, okay, well, you seem to be a legit fellow. So
for now,
I
mean, it's been so long. I forget how this season goes, but we'll see. Unless I could see Fisk trying to put them against each other. I could see him doing that.
I was actually looking at Daredevil Born Again. It looks like Poindexter's going to be in this new series as well, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Watching the season for the first time, so I'm going, At least I'll be caught up before the Born Again comes out, so be nice.
Karen got all tough and gangster too on the guys that were.
Bitch, please.
But you know what though? In her defense, I mean, seriously, this is why you don't see. I mean, I don't see it. Maybe because I hang out in the wrong neighborhoods. I don't know, but you don't see guys sitting on porch stoops catcalling women as they walk up and down the streets. You don't.
You're
see
not
it.
supposed to do that. No,
you're not supposed to do that for one thing. But to this day and age, you don't know which of those women is packing something and is going to turn around and pop.
Or if it's really warm.
Or if it could be packing a gun that's not the type of gun that you're thinking of. Just say.
Get up and go. You can't call. Don't catcall me.
Hey, baby, what do you need?
Want me to read you a bedtime story?
Oh, now we're gonna get canceled.
I'll get canceled because I brought it up.
Actually, you know what though? That's. I mean, there's.
It's valid. I'm not trying to.
It's
be
valid. I'm not making fun of them. It just
no.
That I could see
it
that
could happen. It could.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. But I digress.
I went to third base with a French man. Rush Hour quote for you there.
Oh, okay.
That didn't really happen.
But yeah, it was. It's. I don't know. Again, she's got her information. She's walking home, and it's like, see, it's 10 o'clock at night. What are you going to do with it now? Now that you've got it, what are you going to do? You going to go to his house now? Whatever name she just gave you, you're going to go to his house and bug him now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just. I can't with her. The character, not the actress, but I'm just like, this drives me batty. I'm
You gotta have somebody that you don't
like,
care for. Yes,
can't stand is a better way to put it. She doesn't just not like her; she can't stand her.
That's pretty much it.
Everybody's got to.
You couldn't even talk with Karen.
Everybody's got to have a Tom Cruise, so.
She could be great in other stuff, and David would probably like her character. It's not an actress thing.
And a few other things, and at first I was like, because sometimes I get into that kind of like with Dave and Tom Cruise, where you see him in one thing and you absolutely hate him in that, and then you just don't like him in other things or whatever. But well, I think Dave's is more personal.
Right.
But I have that to where, I've watched a series or a movie or something and I just really hated that character. And then when I see him in something else, I'm just like, I hate them. For years, I hated Meryl Streep. Hated her because of the movie, what's it called? Her and Dustin Hoffman.
Meryl Streep.
Mm-hmm. What was that? She was divorcing Dustin Hoffman.
Kramer versus Kramer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hated her in that. And then for years after that, I refused to watch her in anything else. I got over it, but because I love her in the Devil.
Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah. And I've seen her in other things and I like her, but
Mamma Mia.
But yeah, for years, I just absolutely hated her. All because of that one character.
I don't know if I've ever watched a movie with an actor where they were so bad. I just couldn't watch a movie with them for a while.
Watch anything with Melissa McCarthy. anything.
Yeah, that's true. Ghostbusters. There you go.
Yeah, my
No, I
point.
never watched that. I didn't
Oh.
watch
Although,
the
you know what?
2016. No.
Don't.
She's funny though in Identity Thief.
No,
She's
she's not.
She's funny. Yeah.
She's not.
I loved her
plays
in
the
Gilmore Girls. She was hilarious as Snooki in Gilmore Girls.
She plays the exact same character in every movie that
It's like
she
Adam
is
Sandler
in.
and The Rock. Except
Or
Adam Sandler's
Chris
good.
Farley. She's like Chris Farley.
Chris Farley is good.
Well, that's because he's good in small doses, and we only got like 2 movies. We got 2 movies with him as the lead character.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was on SNL for a while.
Yeah.
So
So
it was always the same type of character.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
There's a meme with The Rock, and it's 4 different pictures from 4 different movies, and it was, would you believe me if I told you these were from 4 different movies? Because he's got like the same outfit and he's doing like the same pose. It's like, yeah.
Oh,
it does
Denzel
count.
Washington. Denzel Washington is kind of like that too. I find a lot of his roles are exactly the same.
They're good though.
I'm not saying they're bad. I don't despise him for it. Glory is one of my all-time favorite movies of like ever. I love that movie.
I love
he's in that.
Denzel.
But like Man on Fire and what was the other one I watched? There was another one. It's like, oh well, he's a rundown old cop and he's a bodyguard now, and it's like 4 or 5 different Denzel movies, and he goes on this killing spree to find out whoever did what. It's like
Hey, Chewie.
like 4 or 5 Denzel movies. So
I just recently watched him in the Equalizer movies because I hadn't seen those. I thought they were good. I liked them.
All right. So you're Deborah Ann Wall, who played Karen. She was also in True Blood. I don't know if you watched that or not. I didn't. But,
Yeah, I've seen that.
So she was in like 70 something episodes of that one.
Dang.
So she also was in an episode of Quantum Leap.
What?
Oh,
there's she. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. That's the new one.
The new one.
Oh, I was gonna say, good Lord.
Debbie's like, what's your secret?
The new one.
I like you now.
I didn't get a chance to watch the new one because I don't have Peacock. Although I might have to get Peacock because they're talking about bringing back Grimm.
Free?
Huh?
Is
What?
it Peacock free? Peacock.
Some of it is, but
not for everything.
Yeah, you get access to some things, but then if like they'll have like exclusives, like certain exclusives you don't have access to for the free. So,
well, just like when that new Quantum Leap came out, I went ahead and got the app on my Roku, and it let me watch one episode, and then that was all I could watch. I had
and
to.
If you want to watch the rest of this, they did enough to get you hooked.
And I was like, screw you
for just $9.99. Which is
the first one's free, but after that you got to pay.
We'll get. But they're talking about.
Here's what it'll say.
They're talking about bringing back Grimm. I don't know if you guys have watched that Grimm.
I've never heard of it till now.
I don't think so.
Go back and watch the original series. It's Grimm, as in Brothers Grimm, not the movie.
Okay,
right. So it's about Snow White and the 7 Dwarves and things like that.
No.
Oh.
Well, you lost me there.
Oh man.
But it's a good series. I always enjoyed it, and my daughter loves it. Her and her husband will rewatch that thing about every couple years. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I may have to go back and watch it. But
2011. Let's see.
I didn't see it
homicide
streaming
detective
anywhere.
Discovers he's a descendant of hunters who fight supernatural forces. Oh, it is on Peacock.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
But they're talking
about
too. They're talking about rebooting it. with the same actors, I believe. Because I told my daughter that, and she was very excited.
Speaking of reboots, you
Sick.
just reminded me of this. The Matrix rumors with Will Smith. Apparently, it's not for a new movie. It's for some kind of music video or something. It's like a tease. But that's what I saw according to Deadline. So, anyway.
I missed all of that. Was he?
Yeah, I did
rumored
too.
to
I
be
didn't
in
know he
it?
was
Oh,
doing
earlier
it.
today he released like a video, and it was
Mhm.
like the Matrix computer, and it was like "Welcome, Will" or something like that. So a lot of people thought, oh, they're gonna do another Matrix movie with him in it.
God help
But then
me,
I
no.
saw a Deadline reported that is not in fact the case. So
So it's just a tease for a music video.
yeah, it said something to do with like a future music project, is what it said. So
Good,
anyway.
because The Matrix was a movie that did not need a sequel.
Has 3 unneeded sequels.
Pretty much.
Problem with the most recent one is Wachowskis didn't want to do it, but the studio was like, "You're going to."
We need a
And so
cat.
they
We
just-
need money.
Yeah,
I like
those-
money.
yeah. So you can tell when you're watching it, they just were like, "Oh, whatever, doing
They
this for a
phoned
paycheck."
it in. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a shame. It could have been good, but
It was like
and it
watching.
has some good moments, but
It was like watching Jennifer Lawrence in Dark Phoenix.
yeah,
It's like, I'm here.
watching Dakota Johnson and Madam Web.
I still haven't done that.
But you watch Craven.
But it was better than
Don't you
Madam
judge
Web.
me.
Craven was better than Madam Web, in my opinion.
So,
Which isn't a high bar, but there you go.
So, a lot of fighting and punching in this episode. Fight, punch, kick, because you got what did they inject him with?
They never said, because I assume it was something to knock him out, because when he stabbed that one of the prisoners in the leg with it, he went down.
Yeah,
But I guess he only got a little bit in
he
his
got a little
hand.
bit. Yeah,
It wasn't enough to really do anything to him. But yeah.
Oh, but then he gets to the cab. He wakes up in the cab, and whoever's
I wonder
there.
if this was like a mid-season finale.
4th episode out of 13.
Well, because it was just that on a. Well, I guess not. Never mind. Because they dropped all
Quarter
episodes.
season
didn't they?
finale.
I think so. Yeah, I think they dropped the entire season all at once.
Because it left on a cliffhanger. So
Yeah. So
hi, Mom.
Nope, not yet. I can
I
hear her
heard her.
outside.
I
Yeah,
heard her.
Oh,
yeah. She's not sneaking in yet, so TBD. Her cameo hasn't happened yet. I guess she's done with Fortnite.
Yeah.
everybody be on their best behavior. No cussing.
No
Yeah.
cussing, Debbie.
Let me just
No
turn
cussing,
this
Debbie.
game down all the way, you know.
Andrew, turn off
Hey.
your Game of Thrones in the background back there.
Yeah.
I'm too old to change my ways, so I will always.
Old dog, new tricks. Is that what the something? along
Yeah,
those lines?
I'll
Okay.
always talk like a sailor.
So, do we have anything else with this episode? It was kind of a boring episode, really.
Yeah, I mean, outside of the one shots,
Which were great. Don't get me wrong, they were great.
Mhm.
yeah, that was about it. It was just
Daredevil yet again was not in this movie or in this episode.
no, it was just Matt.
It was just Matt.
Yeah, Foggy going for DA and Karen being Karen.
Oh, and that one when he got to the Albanians, why is this lawyer still alive? I was like, ha ha. Nice. So, another lackluster episode. We'll find out what happens. See, this would have been a good episode to double up on.
Yeah.
because there wasn't a whole lot to talk about in this one.
Yeah, we'll have to look to see what episodes we can double up on so we're done by the time Born Again comes out.
And don't forget, we've got Brave New World is happening next month, and actually,
Valentine's Day, I think.
it is Valentine's Day.
I'll take my date then. So, you know.
I would love to take my date,
Just
but
me.
I think my wife would get mad at me. So I'm gonna have to. I'm probably gonna have to go either the weekend after Valentine, because that's a Friday. It's Valentine's Day, so I'll either have to go the Saturday or Sunday afterwards, or maybe even the Thursday night show. No, I have to go the Saturday or Sunday, because then I can take the boys. We can go Saturday
See,
morning.
I have to go by myself because my date is in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, darn. See, but that's not as bad as mine. My date doesn't even exist. So
That's mine.
Yeah.
Only in my dreams, Mr. Ford.
Oh,
I'll have
I
I'll
wasn't
have
even
my-
thinking Ford, but okay. Yeah, sure.
What
but
the
Yeah.
hell were you thinking of?
I was thinking Bucky, but you're right. I don't think he's going to be in this movie. I think they're holding him for Thunderbolts, right?
Yeah,
I think
I
so.
don't know. They haven't really said so.
He's been in all the other ones. I don't know why he wouldn't be in this one.
Yeah, I
he's got
don't
a
know why
cameo of
either.
some kind. Probably a small cameo.
Maybe
Maybe.
a
call or something.
Maybe he's got an end credit scene because I think Thunderbolts is the next movie, right?
Mhm.
That comes out later in the year.
That's
Like
May.
June or
No,
May?
Oh, in
Yes,
May?
May.
May.
Yeah,
Late
it's like
May.
the first weekend in May.
First
Good
weekend in
God.
May.
Lord.
We're getting double the amount of movies this year that we had last year.
Let's see.
Are we getting
Hang
3
on.
movies?
Hang on. I've got the
There's 9 projects. I
the
can
picture.
tell you.
Yes,
May
I got
6th.
it. January. So February 14th is Brave New World. Daredevil is March the 4th. May 6th is Thunderbolts. Ironheart
then-
is in June. Then Fantastic Four is in July. Then Wakanda's in August. Zombies is in October. And Wonder Man is in December. I'm curious.
9
about
projects.
Oh yes, don't forget Spider-Man starts at the end of this month. Which, if you've been watching, you know we will not be doing an episode on Spider-Man. We'll just kind of, I'm sure we'll
Hey,
watch.
did you watch it? Kind of thing.
Yeah, bring it up. Anything stick out to you? Anything special? So it'll come up in conversation within the context of the show.
Unless like Debbie watches the first episode and goes, "This is really good. We need to talk about it." And then we'll talk about it.
I mean, I liked the trailer. I didn't have any well, obviously other people had problems with the trailer, but I didn't.
Yeah. I didn't either. So not as far as animation goes.
So all right. Well, that being said, do we have any fan questions tonight, Andrew? Before we get into
Nope.
All right. Shameless plugs. What do we got tonight, Debbie?
Tomorrow night over on the Sith Dominion channel, YouTube channel, we are back talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. This is our first show of the year. This is our first MCU show of the year. Happy New
Yes.
Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
All right. I'm sorry. Sith Dominion, they're back.
Yeah, they're back. Talking Skeleton Crew, although they're a couple episodes behind now.
What happens when you take
Wednesday,
weeks off?
Wednesday, we have a double feature. We have War of the Stars dropping an episode, and Cantina Happy Hour, which is usually on Thursday, we will be on Wednesday because there's a scheduling conflict.
My wife's birthday. Yes, my wife's birthday. And I'm not ashamed to admit that.
It's your birthday.
Oh, I gotta find my video. Hang on.
I just saved Dave.
It's my birthday.
All right.
So yeah, Cantina Happy Hour Wednesday instead of Thursday, just this week only. And then we'll be back to Thursday next week. Friday, I assume we will have a Federation Friday. If we do, it'll be on the episode Court Martial, season 1 of the original series. Saturday is Geek Gauntlet. Sunday, our good buddy Cam from Cam and Focus over on his channel, they're going to be discussing The Mummy. The good Mummy,
1999.
not
The
the Tom
1999.
Cruise,
Not the Tom Cruise bird.
the
That's
Brandon
the problem.
Fraser one, which I just so happened watched this weekend. So
We love making fun of Cam with all the Egypt movies that we have.
Yeah, there's been a lot. Strangely, we
yeah, he
had
put out his list in the chat, and I was like, I thought for sure he would put like Collateral in there, but that's not.
I'm
in there.
shocked he's not. Yeah. I
uh
thought it was on there, but
Oh.
yeah, it isn't.
I don't think it is.
No, it isn't. Yeah.
hold on, let's see. I can actually tell you in the up and coming weeks. So we've got The Mummy, we've got Willow, we've got Enemy Mine, Soldier with Kurt Russell, The Boy Who Could Fly, Alien, Kroll, Alien versus Predator Requiem, American Psycho, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Flight of the Navigator,
What?
I
War
don't like
Games.
2001.
I suggested that.
It's long and boring. It is.
It is. It's very long and boring.
War Games, Thank You for Smoking, the DreamWorks version of Sinbad, and then the Babadook, that's one of Cam's like favorite movies. So, but yeah,
I
there's some-
watched that over the summer. I didn't care for it.
I'm about halfway through it, and I picked up, and I mean, it's
Ah,
good.
there she is.
Hi,
Finally, she
Mom.
showed up.
Hi.
Oh,
Right. Drop the camera.
oh,
Oh well. There we go.
we got the idea.
There we go. Whoops.
Hi.
But anyway, so there are some
Oof,
good.
we're back.
Yeah, see what happens? Karma. That's karma.
Yep.
But there's some good movies on there. There's some stinkers on there too. That Alien versus Predator Requiem that's going to be a hard one to watch.
Sometimes
again.
it's nice to watch a bad movie every once in a while, you know.
No, it's not.
Mhm.
But a lot of those are like really, really good ones. So I enjoy all of them.
Can't call yourself a movie show podcast if you don't talk about bad movies. You know.
Yeah, I guess this past Sunday they talked about the first three
DreamWorks animated movies. Ants, Prince of Egypt, and Road to El Dorado. Ants was a first time watch for me, but I have seen the other two. So
I still have not seen Ants, and I probably won't ever see Ants. And
it's something I probably wouldn't have ever seen until the show.
What year did that come out?
It came out
1998.
It came out the same year as A Bug's Life came out, which is why I won't watch it, because I was like, oh.
The guy that did
Mm.
Ants was working at Pixar and was gonna call it Ants Army, and then there was like a dispute. So he was like, "Okay, I'll just go to DreamWorks," and they had to delay A Bug's Life, and then you had Ants, and they had to switch stuff with Bug's Life to make it its own thing, and so yeah,
I'm pretty sure I've seen it because I'm pretty sure the kids
Yeah.
were young enough to where I probably
got
took them to go see it.
Woody Allen was one of the voices, so
Ugh.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, that's that. So that's Cam, and we sit around basically and talk about the movie and how good it was or how terrible it was. So
We gotta do Battlefield Earth at some point.
Oh God,
it's not on the list. It's not on the list. Thank God.
It's got a high score of 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. Very high score.
I don't even think I could get through that one.
That one's a rough one.
Ooh, Lord.
I need to find out who the 3% are that liked it. Is what I need. I'm more concerned about.
That was somebody. You know who it was? It was somebody who misclicked with their mouse.
Yeah.
Oh no! I didn't even know. The wrong button. Can't believe that, man. All right. Andrew, did you have any shameless plugs?
Yes. So this Saturday, I'm not sure all the details yet. I'll be a guest on the Dingiston channel with Spencer, and we'll be discussing episodes 5 through 7 of Creature Commandos. So that's going to be a lot of fun, but that's about it.
Cool. I don't have anything. I will say this, and mainly because we talked about this. I don't remember if it was last week or week before. I asked my brother is an enormous Superman fan, and he is a huge DC fan. The only MCU movies that he liked were the Guardians movies and Ragnarok. Everything else is crap. He doesn't like it because,
Wow.
well, he's just DC devoted. That's
Right.
what
Yeah,
it is.
makes
It has,
sense.
it's, and I get that. But
Yeah.
I asked him what he thought of the new Superman trailer, and he said, "Well, I don't know yet." And I was like, "Oh, really?" Because of all people, I expected, "Oh my gosh, this is going to be the greatest thing ever." And he said, "I don't." He said, I'm holding judgment on it because there was a lot there. And I don't know if that's just James Gunn and he's going to say, okay, we're going to put all these people in like right at the first and they'll just be there for like the first 5 minutes and then the rest of the story is going to be about Superman. Or if they're going to be in it the whole movie and it's like, why even make a Superman movie when you've got Superman and his pals? So
what Superman is his favorite?
It's a silly question. Not only Christopher Reeves, but the Donner cut of Superman 2 is his favorite.
I just watched the Christopher Reeve documentary.
Man of Steel is probably a pretty close second with him. So, but yeah, it's if you haven't watched the Donner cut of Superman 2, it's not the Snyder cut of Justice League, but it is very good. So, very, very good. So, there you go. That's it. That's all I got. So I think that's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see y'all all next week. Y'all all have a great, great week. It is Monday, but that's okay. That doesn't mean it has to be bad. If you're dealing with the storms, hunker down and go watch an MCU movie, build some Legos. It's great.
Or watch our shows.
Yeah, watch back episodes. If hey, we're always around. So anyway, don't forget to check us out on all the social medias. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Hit that little bell icon for notifications so you know when we go live. We will see all of you next week right here on MCU Mondays. Bye, y'all.
Shit! Language. No one else is going to deal with the fact that Cap just said language.
I know.
For gosh sake, watch your language.
That's not going away anytime soon.
You bet your ass.
Steve, you said a bad language word.
Did you tell everyone?
Out with the platinum bastard.
Steve doesn't like that kind of talk.
You know what, Romanov?
Fury, you son of a bitch.
Ooh, you kiss your mother with that mouth?